All right. We are going to do messages from your person. Pick a pile and dive in. I'm gonna start with the first pile. All right. I think it's tangerine citrine. I looked it up. Or not citrine, tangerine quartz, sorry. All right, so pile one. We're gonna look at messages from your person. Let's first get into the overall energy between the viewer and the person that they're thinking about. What is the overall energy at this time today? This is the Two of Wands. So it could be that, you know, the connection is at a standstill, just pretty much each of you could be kind of taking your own power and making a decision. Each of you are maybe just kind of contemplating. I'm hearing who's going to make the first move. And then at the same time, just kind of leaving it up kind of to divine will. I don't know how to say this. Like, I feel like I'm hearing a battle of the wills, but in the connection, but not like a negative kind of battle of the wills. More of just like waiting and like kind of just choosing yourself first. Not necessarily like putting it out there for the other person. Let's get some more information. What about the person that you're watching this for? What's their energy? The Seven of Wands. Okay, yeah, definitely. Your person is the Seven of Wands is like you're holding off, you're fighting it off. So let's look at your energy. And you are in the Chariot. Yeah, so definitely you guys are like doing your own thing. You're definitely taking your own kind of initiatives, your own, I'm hearing power. Your power in your own hands. Like for your person, for example, like they're maybe fighting it a little bit more. Like you seem to be kind of going with the, like moving on fiercely, forcefully, the Chariot, like forward movement. They seem to be like fighting it, like fighting whatever decision, either contacting each other, talking to each other. Maybe it's just like making a move. Either way, like the overall energy of you guys is like doing your, kind of taking your own power into your own hands. And, you know, from your perspective, it's like your success, like I think it's kind of cool how this person like is just like holding their own shit, like riding the motorcycle one hand. Sword, what is this? Is it a sword? Okay, I'm gonna think that's like the sword, their truth. You know, you're in your truth, you're like you're like gassing on, like you're just like, how you're kind of taking your decision, your power is like moving forward, just like charging ahead. Whereas this person, like your person, they could maybe be feeling like stuck and in a battle, like they're battling it basically, like to the Eight of Wands. And you know what's interesting is like, okay, this is Seven of Wands, so next would be Eight. The Eight of Wands is about movement and like success forward. So you're in the movement and success forward, absolutely. Like that Chariot, like I'm just seeing kind of a parallel. And they're like, I don't want to hear, I hear like two steps behind, but they're just like, they're still fighting. You know, we could look into that. Like, what is it about? Like, what is your person kind of battling right here? What's going on with your person? Like, what is this Seven of Wands energy? The Six of Wands. Okay. So, yeah, their ego and having success of, like, showing like their victory. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, so let's see what else. Yeah, basically maybe, and this is the Two of Pentacles, definitely something of showing up with material gains and being able to balance like what they've been doing with like what they're providing. Oh my goodness, yeah. And then the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. They're super like, they're really just like fighting and heartbroken off of like budget issues, and kind of having to balance that with their ego. Ooh-wee. Or it could be that, you know, they're feeling like, because you're in this Chariot energy, like you're, the decisions, you know, that you've kind of, the power that you've taken into your own hands, they feel like, you know, maybe you've charged ahead without them, and they're just like, they're battling right now. They're like, oh my gosh, going back and forth with their ego about like, well, do I come forward even though I'm like kind of not in the material place that I want to be? Or I'm also feeling, you know, like my ego is spurned. Because again, like they're battling their ego. Which sucks, you know, because the ego is supposed to be help you to survive, you know, like really like our instincts. Sometimes I think our programs, you know, like it's just mindless programming. Like the ego is always still there to help you survive, but it's just kind of like how it's being like used. I was in my mind, I'm hearing this word again, exacerbated. I'm gonna have to look that up. I think that just means overused. Like the ego is being overused. You know what I mean? Like they're really they're really like going back and forth between like, I'm fighting it, I'm trying to get through it, I'm trying to just be like in my power and on my game, but like they're just kind of feeling this loss. Like they're definitely feeling some kind of cold times, you know, and it could be budget issues. It could be because I'm just seeing with the Six of Wands and the Seven of Wands and then the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of like an ego attachment to the material. Okay, so let's check you out and see, like, because you're in this Chariot energy, so you know this is kind of like a more positive outlook of kind of going your distance, right? Even that Seven of Wands is like a going of the distance. So you had the Five of Wands, okay, with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, wow, you guys are like mirroring. I'm just seeing so much mirroring. So you're still kind of like going through, even though like you're like, I'm taking this, I think this Two of Wands energy for the both of you guys is just like showing us that this connection is still kind of going through like this battle, like this confusion, like, are we gonna make it work or are we gonna fight about it? I think even your person is like mirroring that, because like you're in this energy of like, I mean, even with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups, I mean, it's like you're kind of, even though you're taking your power and charging ahead, maybe you're still like kind of fighting these turbulent waters. Like there's still kind of like some emotional confusion for you about this. And maybe that's why it's a Two of Wands energy for both of you, because you both are like, you know, I can still put up with this, but like you especially are really more so of like, but we need to get to like calmer waters. And it's kind of pulling on you emotionally because you're like, well, look at all these options I have. Like, you know, you're definitely taking off to the success of your Chariot, like taking in your Two of Wands energy, like you're checking it out, you know, like, do I want love? Do I want, like, what do I actually want? You know, you could be looking at like, why have I been battling myself of bringing myself to peace? Like, what is this? Like, are the fantasies even... Is it worth it? Like you might even be kind of looking at things more realistically. I mean, you could just be considering like, well, why am I like what is it about this connection that either I'm fighting or that I want to bring peace to, or like stick with it. Like there's two people on this boat getting through it still, you know? And, you know, I think for the viewer, it's just, it could be this kind of like, even this Two of Swords, or I'm sorry, Two of Wands. Two of Swords, that's like a Freudian slip. Yeah, with the Two of Wands with the Five of Wands, it kind of makes me think of the Two of Swords energy. It's like you're kind of conflicted and you're just like unsure, like you're kind of honing your own power, but you're fighting either yourself or other people. You could be sick of that as well, because look, this person is fighting too. Your person has been fighting too. And you are just more of in an energy of like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, because there's like options out here and we don't need to be playing like all these like games. Like, you know, let's get real. Let's make some real movement. Like maybe you're even thinking and telling them like, get it together. Or could be telling yourself, it's like, we don't need to fight this no more. We don't need to keep going through these energies of emotional or kind of like, it's not like fantasy, but it's just kind of like you're daydreaming. Like some of these things, like it could be in this moment you're thinking of a lot of different possibilities for sure. And it could be you're conflicted about moving forward. One thing's for sure though, like you're moving forward. Like whether it is to, you know, I mean, whether it is to what option, that's going to be up to you, but you're taking yourself through this stuff. Let's see. Let's do, for the connection, let's look at, let's see. What is some advice for this Two of Wands energy? Let's see. The Fool, okay. Have just like kind of a positive outlook, like a new kind of enthusiastic outlook. Like, you know, maybe each of you are just kind of like taking the reins on your own. Just have like, well, you're the viewer, so I guess we can't really tell your person like, oh, do this. But for you, okay, for you, the viewer, the message is that you can keep going and have a fresh attitude. Like, keep going and have a fresh attitude is what I'm hearing. And even for your person, that would probably help them. Because again, like they're holding kind of like some insecurity, budget issues, material, juggling between their ego and having to battle things that they feel it may be unfair, things that like left them out. It's like even with this Two of Pentacles, they could be balancing that. So, you know, you in this Chariot energy of even, you know, the Six of Wands and the Chariot with the Fool, I'm just seeing that you can have a fresh new attitude of where you're going to take yourself, you know. Of course. And that's definitely what this Two of Wands energy is. It's like your power, like where are you going to take it? Okay, are there any other messages for pile one? Let's get what would your person want you to know? What would your person want you to know? Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, you guys. They really want to give to you. I think that's why, oh man, that's why this Five of Pentacles was there. And they're heartbroken about it. They're just like, I can't even give to this person. Wait, where'd it go? There's the Three of, it was like, it came out. They want to tell you that they wish they could give you more in gifts and that they're battling, like, it just could be budget issues, like, and that really bothers them. So they're like, maybe they've been stingy with you in the past, and that's why you were like, you know, I don't really know how to feel about this connection. Like, do I move on? Like, yeah, they give you this and this and this, but then their issues, right? Their ego issues. The Six of Wands, even with the Six of Pentacles, their ego issues about having to like balance and juggle. Maybe they're just having a hard time juggling their career and their love life right now. And that's something that really bothers them. And that will affect your energy. Like if you're bothered about something that's going on in your life, how are you going to turn around to another person and offer them like the gifts that you want? You wouldn't be able to. And so I'm hearing them say, you deserve so much of what I want to give you, and that they are going to give you. I feel like that's what they've been still working with, is kind of being able to come through and provide, you know, this new sort of start that they want. Reciprocity, generosity. And what would, I mean, you know what you would say, but let's just see. A message from you to your person. Oh, keep working at it. I'm diligently self-mastering my own journey as well. The Eight of Pentacles is what you would put out there. And I think that's cool. I mean, because the best advice Union had about this, taking your own power into your hands with fresh new perspective, will help bring this mastery. Like I said, you guys are continuously moving forward and having success in that forcefully, and you are just still dedicated and moving forward. You know, you're like, I'm working hard. I'm still working hard. All right, I hope this was helpful. Pile 1. I'm gonna jump into pile 2. Okay, pile 2. So let's look at what is, we want to know the overall energy between the viewer and their person. Their person, the overall energy of union, okay? What's the overall? This is the Page of Pentacles. So it just could be at a very brand new stage. This could be both of you just kind of starting off to wanting to build something tangible together, having like this idea that you're really going to put into practice. What's the energy of your person? Okay, it was the Five of Swords, but it did come out in reverse. It could be that your person is definitely feeling a little bit, I'm hearing reserved. Excuse me. Actually, maybe it's even reluctant was the word I was searching for. Your person could be feeling a little bit reluctant to just start this new beginning with you because they felt in the past that they have been betrayed and stabbed in the back, possibly by just jumping into something so new. So even though they're like a good and like they have integrity with this connection, you both have integrity to start something new, your person could be feeling in the energy of like a little mistrustful, feeling a little bit like, I don't know, either thinking like there's the Two of Swords in her back, so they could be feeling uncertain and in like this not moving forward energy because of like the experiences that they've had, or they could be feeling like, you know, this guy over here who's like, I'm just gonna as well turn my back, but kind of like hold it in, like hold my feelings in. I know you probably can't see it, but she's got tears. And this person is like supposedly taking that away. Like this is the Five of Swords. It's a card of betrayal. It's a card of feeling loss. In this card, he's taking the Three Swords. She's got two swords stabbed in the back. So, and he's kind of like looking back at her like, well, yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. But Five of Swords. So they could just be holding on to instant, like, past experiences. Maybe, you know, you guys are starting over. Let's look at your energy. It could be you guys are starting fresh from this, if it's you and this person that have felt these betrayals before. Maybe they've felt that you've left them before, or they feel like you might leave them. I'm not really sure. Like, the Five of Swords for them, though, is that they're just kind of in a space of mistrust and just not feeling very self-confident, like their mind is playing tricks on them. What about you, though? For the viewer, what's the overall energy? The Two of Wands. So, yeah, you are kind of as well in this energy of, well, what do I want to make of this? You could be looking at this person and seeing these kind of... In my mind, I heard red flag. That sucks, but because that's not necessarily what it is. You know, some people still have healing to do, and even though, like, we just meet them and we're like, wow, this is so much integrity to grow in this. Like, you know, you meet people and it brings out what still needs healing in your relationship with yourself and your love. So you could be looking at this person like, looking at this connection in a way like, it's new, I want to build with it, but, like, what really am I gonna do? Like, what really do I want to do with it? You know, you could be aware of this person maybe just getting out of some sort of relationship, or you could be aware of this betrayal or this loss that they feel. And so you could even be taking that slow, like the Two of Wands is still, like, making a decision. It's kind of like you're still kind of not waiting, but you're just gonna see where it goes. Like, you finding your own power in it. Let's look at, so what are some of these Five of Swords issues? Like, you know, let's look at your person and just kind of see if anything jumps out. Okay, so for your person, what is this Five of Swords energy? What is this about? What is this? Oh, the Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment. Yeah. Reviewing things from the past when it didn't work out. Like, yeah, I'm definitely seeing of, like, times where they maybe they put their faith in something that just didn't have the best results. Because I feel like the Seven of Pentacles and the Judgment card together is saying something about when they put faith into something that they had to kind of, like, release and start over with. You know, the Seven of Pentacles, like, you're still waiting. Like, it's kind of like you don't really know what fruits will ripen or manifest. And so I think that they're still holding possibly some, like, sadness or feelings of, like, guilt or betrayal over the fruits of their past that didn't come to, the seeds that didn't come to fruition. You know, the spoiled fruit. Because they take that personal. Like, they see that as a judgment on themselves. And they could be feeling insecure about coming forward to you. Or not necessarily coming forward, but, you know, stepping into, like, you know, the Knight of Pentacles energy, or even the King, or, you know, the Queen, or something a little bit more tangible than just us starting off. Because they're still, you know, thinking about past, they're still doing their karmic review. And, like, you know, what's interesting is that, like I was just saying, is when you meet somebody new that you really see something with, you get triggered and you have to start doing this healing. So it could be that they have issues in the past of sticking around too long and being betrayed, or feeling like the fruits of the labor basically were taken from them, and they didn't really have that sort of, like, positive culmination. Like, they didn't really get the fruits of their labor. So let's look at you, though, for instance, because you're in this Two of Wands energy, though. And so what does this mean for the viewer? If they're in the Two of Wands, what is that about? The Page of Swords, okay. Yeah, you probably really recognize what this person has been through. You're like, you know what, it's cool. I see you, I recognize, like, I'm still gonna stand in my truth, though. The Page of Swords is really excited to go forward. Like, you're probably just like, just tell me what it is, because I could go, you know, not necessarily either way, but you're gonna create something off of this yourself. Like, you're kind of looking to see, well, where can we go with here if this person maybe is in this energy, still kind of going through their karmic review. You're just like, yeah, we could. You're not really afraid of it, though. You're like, yeah, that's your past. Yeah, you've been hurt before. What are we gonna do about it, you know? Let's see what else comes out. This one popped. The Devil, okay. You are probably very passionately put on by this person, which is why you're like, what are we gonna do about this? Like, you probably really want to be with this person, romantically, physically. Like, I'm seeing as like through hell or high water, basically. Like, you fuck with this person. Like, you're like, I'm down for you. I want to make something with you for sure. And they could just be like, you could like betray me. You know, maybe you're super sexy. Maybe the truth of your whole, you know, ability to take hold of, you know, your devil energy. Like, maybe you're able to embody this sort of balance, you know, where it's like, yeah, you've had your past, like you're the kind of person that's like, yeah, you have your demons and you have your shadows and you have your past, and so what? Like, you know, we all do. Like, what you gonna do about it? Like, you know, it could be that energy that's your energy, right, towards your person, and they could just be like, you know, still kind of like, not necessarily putting you off, but it could be putting you in more of this, I just heard feeder energy. Like, you're like kind of feeding off of their truth. Like, you are a person that takes what it is. Like, you're like, it is what it is, and we're gonna create something with that straight truth. Like, the good, the bad, the ugly, the dark, the light, we're still gonna make something out of it, right? And also, you know, it could be that because you're ready to start this forward movement with this person, that your mind is kind of going to other places. So just be aware of obsessive thoughts, and if you're honoring your truth, or if, you know, you could be tempting yourself with certain things. Because this person, the only reason why I'm saying that, like, beware of your devil energy, your devil thoughts, is because this person is still going through their transformation. And sometimes you get involved with people when they're still kind of processing their karma. It's like, you're good at getting through karma. Like, look, you got the Page of Swords. Like, you ain't scared of cutting through their demons, but they have to do that for themselves, right? So let's just get one more card of your energy, because this Two of Wands for you is like, you're capable. You take things into your own hands. You slice your own demons. Like, you probably been betrayed before too, and you're like, look how I did it. Like, I faced my demons, I slayed those shadows, and you can do it too. But, you know, for other people, they don't process things the same way. So you have to just kind of give them their what's the word? Not baby steps, but yeah, like the page. Like, you have to give them their space to do the crawling to the walking to the running to the jumping to the flying, whatever, you know? Like, some people are not where you're at. So what else? One more card. Five of Cups. And I think that you as well, like, you could be disappointed. They have the Five of Swords. You have the Five of Cups. You could be just looking at this missed opportunity of celebration. Like, it could be, yeah, they're pulled back from you, going through their transformation. They're in their judgment right now, and it could be putting you in your mind that you're like, dang, what did I do? Was I too bold? Did I knock over our good times? Because it's like the Three of Cups is like the celebration of like good times, you know, but you still have the Two Cups. So don't worry. You didn't like, you didn't cut anything off necessarily, okay? You might want to reconsider, like, what is the Two of Cups or the Three of Cups that I see? Because it's a whole five. So, like, what about this situation do I see? Like, what is actually making me sad about it? Or what is actually putting me in my mind or in my deep feelings? Because this Five of Cups is also emotion. And with the Devil card, like I said, I think that you're, like, super passionately taken by this person, you know, but you're also like, I'll charge on. Like, what is it? Like, you need to let me know what it is. But it still kind of bugs you, of course. It still kind of makes you sad that they could have this Five of Swords energy. Like, I would never hurt you, is what I'm hearing you say to them. Like, I would never stab you in the back and do that. And they probably believe that, of course, about you, because you're different. This is a whole new person that you're not their past, but they're kind of doing their karmic review. And we're going to see how that turns out, you know, because only time will tell, is what I'm hearing with that Seven of Pentacles. And so that could be like putting you in like, dang, what happened to our good times? Like, you could be boldly still like, I still want to have a good time with you. I still want to have fun and like, and get to know you and take you in my hands, you know. And yeah, I'm feeling that you just have a lot of passion towards this person, and it triggered something in them that like they got fearful about, because it was like still kind of new. What about, okay, but for your Five of Cups energy, just take it into your hands. Take those Two Cups you still have in your hands, because this person is probably still having Two Cups energy about you. Like, they still feel that way. They're just taking their time out. So take your Two of Wands energy of like your power in your own hands, like, and put some fire, you know, under that emotions, and not to like overlook them or to neglect them or to like say that they're not valid. What it is just like you are acknowledging what is actually, what do you have power over? The Five of Cups could be spilled milk. So the Two of Wands is like, well, what do you have power over when that Five of Cups energy hits? For the union, though, what is some advice? Ten of Wands. Oh, my goodness. That's not even just like a direct talk. I don't know, because I was just like, take it into your hands. And then they got this Five of Swords. You both have the fives here. Put down the burdens. It's like, just set down what is dragging you, what's making you heavy. Like, let go or be dragged. Like, all these burdens this person is carrying, like, they're not watching the video, you are. So you can embody this energy for them. You know, if you know that they're going through it, which you probably do, you probably had some real intimate moments with this person. Like, you probably have been really open and raw with this person, and maybe that scared them because they're not used to someone being so powerful in these energies that you can balance that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you shine the light on that. Even though you have like sadness and emotions, you know, this person could elicit all that from you. And what union is saying, you know, the best advice, put down the burdens, okay? Like, you know, they're going through something and it's making you sad because they could be pulling away. They're going through you can see this as their karmic transformation. They needed to go through what they go through to get them to put down the burdens, right? Like, you cannot live their journey for them. So for you, you need to set down your burdens of wanting to just like clear their problems. You can't clear their problems, you know. I know that's really what you take joy in, is helping people, you know, because you are powerful. You know how to take that in your own hands. But other people, you need to set down that burden of thinking you can fix or save other people, because you are powerful for yourself. You don't need to, like, let them lead by your model, because then in their own mind and in their own review, they're going to have to learn how to see those past betrayals or losses from their own point of view. They got to set it down for themselves. Okay. And I know that you're just like, you're a powerful feeling of a human being. Like, you're probably an empath, and you can like tap in real easy into the psyche of people. You probably are really good at finding out what makes people, like I said, you whatever happened in this connection, whatever this new thing is, it triggered them. Like, your energy triggers this healing where they have to set down their burdens, though. And you too, because like maybe this is another situation that you're attracting to yourself, you know, where it's like you haven't learned your karma. Maybe you haven't done your judgment and review because you're still holding on to things that are weighing you down, putting you in your Five of Cups energy. All right. Which you have a powerful Two of Wands energy, so you can grasp that back. You have the ability to take your power back easily. You even had the Page of Swords and the Devil card, so you wield that powerfully. You wield your power powerfully. What would your person want to say to you? Okay, so they have a lot to say here. The King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Hermit. Oh my. Yeah. Your truth and your powerful ability to just kind of rawly, like just in a raw way, take out the emotions in this person. It said that, like, they're like, holy cow, now they're on this journey now they're like, wow, they've had this is the Three of Wands and then the Hermit. They're just like, holy moly, now I have this whole inner journey, inner divine journey to wait on, basically, and to like explore. And the Hermit and the Three of Wands, whew, okay, you have awoken in them their rebirth. And this is not going to be something that comes overnight, right? The Seven of Pentacles, like, you're going to have to understand that for them to step into the true power of honoring their emotional and mental peace and fulfillment, is that they're going to have to go inside. They're going to go into this I'm in my Hermit is what I'm hearing, and I'm waiting as the work, you know, comes in, and the ships will come in, but they're like, wow, I have to go to the divine now. I have to trust that divine timing is at work. Because again, they're having this huge revelation of like, holy moly, like a king and a queen. You have awoken this set of emotional integrity in them, where they could just be like looking at, you know, reviewing their past experiences, and that's making them go inside and really consider like what fruits are being produced. And you, again, if they're still in this energy of Five of Swords, you have to let them heal, because you triggered that, you know, and you're doing your healing as well. I know you probably know what you would want to say to them, but let's just see if there's any messages that you would like to give. The Nine of Swords. Okay, so maybe you just want to tell them, or that you just want to say like, wow, I'm really in my thoughts. I'm really in my thoughts about this. And again, set down those burdens that you're really in your thoughts about it, because you've triggered a transformation. You could check in with this person if you really wanted to, and they'll be like, oh, I just kind of been in my zone. You know, I just kind of been, maybe they're waiting. Maybe their transformation is a slow one. The Six of Pentacles, like them even reviewing this heartbreak is going to be not a quick overnight kind of thing. They have a lot, okay, that they want to consider and really look at. And that's most likely why this page is here, because like they're like, wow, I'm so fresh and new to what it really means to honestly look at my heart. And you in the same hand are like, well, that kind of is like making me a little bit anxious. And like, you know, you could be worried about, like, are they gonna come back? For me, I'm just hearing this passionate, like you're kind of a little bit worried that they won't come back for you or something, because you really feel strongly about them. And that is, again, something in your mind you need to set down. I'm going to get one more for you, the viewer, because that Nine of Swords. Oh, the King of Wands. Yeah, so you could be worried about him coming back for you. Like, this was good and passionate. So, not necessarily him, but your person coming back for you. This energy of, like, the vibrant lover and partner and provider. They really made you feel good. And I think that's why it's, like, a little bit stressful. And it has you in your Five of Cups energy of, like, what happened to the good times? You know, but again, you are in this Two of Wands energy, so with the Nine of Swords and the King of Wands, I feel like you have the ability to still captivate a fire around these anxieties, because this is the Nine of Swords and your person was having the Five of Swords. So if you maintain your energy of, like, you even had the Page of Swords with the Devil. So, like, that's kind of like, that's like a king, you know, the King of Wands. It's like the King of Fire. Like, if you're able to just hone in and really take the sword of passion and hold it strong, you know, take your truth in that, you will set down the burden. You will remember, like, you know what, maybe we're thinking too much of it, because that's what I was going to say about this Five of Swords. It's like you're both thinking too much about karmic review, like things that happened in the past, burdens that no longer are serving as spilled milk. So you must step into this energy now. Like, this is what you're saying, with, especially with this Two of Wands energy, like, you have the ability to set the tone of where this connection is going. So, you know, pile 2, I hope that was helpful. I'm gonna do the last pile. All right, pile 3. Let's see. What is the overall energy between the viewer and their person? Overall energy is the World. Okay, so you guys could, you know, potentially be starting something new or finishing. Let's look at something new. Is definitely just starting, okay? Like, everything in the past is the past. The past is the past. This is a brand new world, is what I'm hearing. Let's look at the energy of your person. What about the person? Yeah, your person is like, I'm starting a new karmic cycle. They're ready for brand new. They could be feeling real good, real lucky, real fortunate. They could be coming toward, like, just in this energy of success and feeling as if the world is their oyster. What about your energy? Where is your energy? Oh, is this on camera? I like to shuffle on camera. energy for the viewers, 2 cards, the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Yeah, you are super, wow, you're feeling fired up and super like great about your world as well. Like you're making shit happen. You got a whole new sort of spark and incentive to build your world. You both could be mirroring each other, like having success, I guess, in your world right now is the overall energy, which is great. Like you're doing your thing and your person is as well. You know, this could also mean that you guys are getting ready to step into this if it's like still in that transition mode, because you know it is like this weird little like pandemic is what they're calling it. So it could be that the wheels are turning and that the fruits of the labor are popping up, like they are just like sparking and leading to this new world. Let's look at, what is this Wheel of Fortune for your person? What is that about? Because I'm also hearing that they could be maybe not necessarily being risky, but like just like I'm hearing taking a gamble to start something new. They could be feeling really excited to, or having this new energy of like, let's start something new, like I'm ready now, today, like having a lot of enthusiasm. What is this? The Strength card. Yeah, they're feeling really confident and powerful about things that they've overcome. All these trials and tribulations, the world and the Wheel of Fortune, everything that they have gone through, they're so proud to be like, I am made it through. I am so strong. Or they could still be using, you know, this, not ego, but they could just be still taming certain issues to get them to this space of where they want to complete these old cycles. Basically, they're definitely like, they're taming that solar plexus. Like they're getting into their solar plexus, whether it needs balancing or whether it's leading them to success and completion. Like I still feel like this World card is like a really good sign. Like, and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like these are positive cards. You know, this is like success and starting new cycles. Okay, and like, but from like powerful standpoints. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is like a powerful queendom, and even this major arcana here, the Strength card, is like, I mean, you are, what are you doing? Stop messing with that. My kitties are like tweaked out. I think it's like this weird moon stuff. Stop it. I'm just gonna let him do it. Who cares? What else with this Wheel of Fortune? Let's look. So what's up with this Strength card? Because they could be, yeah, they're definitely feeling super powerful and just proud of being able to start something new, you know. And let's see. This is the, oh my God, the 6 of Wands, super just cocky and just happy and powerful and happy. Like, I did it. Like, they're bringing home like this, the good fortunes of their endeavors. Like, it could even just be that they put in a lot of work in their inner self, and now they're ready to do like the karmic turn on that. You know, they're ready to see their fortunes, because sometimes like you just have to allow the abundance in your life, right? Like, you just have to stop being so resistant to change, and then change kind of starts flowing and happening, and things like cycle out and start new. And like, they're just feeling really proud to think about the inner work or the work that they've been putting in, and they want to show you and get those like praises from you. Let's see one more about this energy. Yeah, they're feeling so good about this. They have good tidings. They have something, good tidings that they want to bring forward to you. The Ace of Swords with the victory and the truth. And yeah, just basically, wow, this is like a really good, like, so far reading. They definitely just want to bring some great new success, victory to you, and start, or to the connection at least, you know. Like, sometimes there's physical limitations, but I'm not really seeing that. They're super proud to come and just show you, like, look what I got. And it's all with integrity and truth and honor. And, you know, their ego is like just really in a happy place. And they want to show you and tell you about all this good stuff they got going on. Let's look at you, your energy of the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. What is this about? What is your energy about? Because maybe, actually, I'm not even going to say anything. Let's see. The Ace of Cups, yeah. Let's see what else. I was going to say maybe you're just feeling hella good on your own. With the Justice. Ace of Cups with the Justice. Oh, you're like, everything is in my highest good. With the King of Swords. Wow. And this one was kind of popping out too. Wow, with the Judgment. Oh my. You are super like, I done it all. You're like, everything I have been through, everything that I've gone through has given me this huge establishment of overpouring self-love and knowing that I am the creator justice. Look, the Justice with that big sword with the crown, and then the King of Swords with the big swords and the crown. Like, with the Judgment, you definitely have been like, everything, all my karmic review and my culmination has set me in a beautiful rebirth that I'm feeling so, like, you're feeling so just brand new and powerful. You're really fired up. You're really sparked up because you're in your truth. And it's interesting that the last card they had was like, I want to bring you my victory and truth, because you're like, yeah, baby, that's all that I'm having. And with this Judgment card as well, I'm hearing that like basically this connection is like moving into nothing but honesty, integrity, fortune, and truth on both of your sides. So whether you are maybe in communication or not, there's a tremendous amount of karmic clearing that has occurred because of the inner work that you both have done. Even with your Ace of Cups with the Justice and the King of Swords means that you've done a lot of review in the Judgment. Like you done brought a lot of justice and the righteousness to yourself, having to look at yourself and put yourself on this not pedestal, but just putting yourself on the throne, adjusting your crown, like being like, I've been through, you know, I had to go through my justice and honoring my King of Swords and my Judgment to circumvent my cycle. You finished it. You're moving forward, you know, and it's got you fired up and looking and feeling good too, you know. Ace of Cups, you are absolutely pouring in integrity and justice and truth, and that is just beautiful. So you're sitting on a throne of overpouring abundance and love and honesty, and that's exactly probably why your person is like, you know what, I'm gonna come forward, maybe even after I tame this beast with all my integrity, I'm gonna make sure that I come and show off to this person my Ace of Swords, because you in this King of Swords energy and the Judgment on your queen, you know, queendom, you're like, I'm only taking the truth of self-love, you know. That's all that they're gonna be able to bring to you is like the truth. That's all that you will take. They're gonna have to either complete the cycle, and which they like, if there was an issue of them, you know, still kind of handling their wheel of fortune and turning that, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And you are just kind of staying in this energy of like, well, you got to do your work. I did the work. Because you did the work, right? You did your self-love, and you brought, you know, the truth to what you really had to like honor for yourself and really look at yourself. And you did that work, and that's why you're sitting on this throne now of the Queen of Pentacles with like this spark and this fire. You're like, yeah, I got it. You know, and they got it too. Like they're feeling it too. They're like, wow, I gotta shift my karma to come forward. Let's look at what is some advice. Oh, that's interesting. The 3 of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, you guys want to work together. What is some advice for union? Advice for union? Anything? Advice for union. 10 of Pentacles. Keep working on your own house. Yeah, okay, yep, I'm hearing it. So you both have been building your inner body of truth and integrity and love. You both have been working on that yourself. And you keep building that inner body, and it manifests in the material world. Like basically your happy home and your 10 of Pentacles is your cycle, is what you're stepping into, is what, like, it's your next level, okay? But the advice is that you still keep, like, you maintain your stuff, and then I'm hearing that you, if you're not together, that is, that you would come together. Because again, like, they were doing this inner work, with that Strength card, and you also were in here doing this Judgment review, you know what I'm saying? You both were putting in this work, right? To start the cycle of having the happy house, the happy home, the everything. The grandparents are there, you're there, the house is there, the kids are there, the dog's there, there's food, there's sunny skies, there's just like full happiness, you know? It's full happiness in the material realm. What would your person want you to know? What does your person want you to know? What does your person want you to know? The Moon. So that they could still be, yeah, with this World card, they could still be a little bit like looking at certain ways that they can actually bring out. Like they could still be not fearful, but they could still be battling some of their ego issues of how to bring you the truth of that, you know, maybe in the past I didn't have it together so well and I had to go and get on my shit, but now that I'm like facing, you know, my inner issues, I can come forward and be real with you about stuff. What is this Moon card actually about? Like what do they want you to know about this Moon? The 7 of Pentacles, right? That they don't have it all together yet. Like they are still completing like their fortune cycle. They're still kind of having to wait and see the fruits of their labor come. But they're still feeling really confident about it. They're like, hey, it's coming. Maybe they don't want to come and tell you yet, because they don't want to like spoil a good thing, you know, like if you're just like too in your ego about like, yeah, I did it, I got it, oh, it's coming, and then nothing showed, they would feel stupid, right? Like their ego would be tarnished. So they're probably maybe biding their time. And it you know, sometimes when that karmic cycle hasn't shifted yet, biding your time could put you in this like, I gotta trust my intuition. It could be kind of scary to get through these times, but you know, they're absolutely confident that they will, you know, they will see the fruits of their labor. They have absolute, even if it's through the Moon, they still have like are going with their intuition that it will work out. Even if they have fear about how it will work out, they're like, okay, my karma is gonna come, I'm gonna shift that, I'm gonna get through to the next level, I'm gonna have my 10 of Pentacles. You know, they're gonna have it, you're gonna have it, regardless. Okay, so I'm sure you know what you would want to say to them, but what is a message maybe that you would your higher self wants you to know about this then? Page of Cups. All right, so I think for you, because you could be in a way more powerful energy, right? Like you're already on your Queen of Pentacles, self-love, justice, like bringing about your own justice, and you probably had your rebirth, which is why you're feeling that so powerful in your new world. So I think this Page of Cups energy is just to help you just have some perspective and clarity about others. You can have an innocent love for others who maybe are not on your level yet. Like if your person is not on your level yet, if they haven't necessarily been able to get all their pentacles together in the way that you feel that, you still have this innocent puppy type love. Like you can go into your heart and you can bring this very innocent lover in you forward. You know, be curious, communicate with love, be a loving person, because you know going through the cycles to get to where you want to be is not an easy feat, you know, and you have learned a lot of self-love throughout this journey, so you can embody that. You can show them, you can show that person how to love themselves from that self, like coming from the beginner's level. This person could be even learning how to love themselves the right way, you know, and you're showing them how, or just by you being who you are and things that you've been through shows them how. So you model that, you model that for them, and it helps show how they can complete these cycles and become, work through these. It's interesting. I'm just seeing like like these different experiences, like you have to work through it. You've been through it, I hope this was helpful. Shower them with innocent love. Shower yourself with innocent love. I love you. Have a beautiful day. All right, pile 3.